lot. And from what I understand from talking to them outside, they're from all over the country.
Yes, one is from Rojas, another one from Bayawan City. I nearly said Bawang. Bayawan City, Negros, right?
Yes.
And then we have from, what's that? Municipality of Piquet. I've never heard of that. Where's that? Cotabato, of course. The Christian part of Cotabato, or what? A little bit. And we have Las Piñas City, and we have Digos City, apparently from Davao del Sur. And we have Davao City, representing Davao, of course. And we have, wow, I can't pronounce all this. Kabakan.
There we are. There we are.
That's a city?
No, sir.
Town. Municipality of Kabakan, where? Cotabato also. And we have Lake Cebu. I've been there. I like Lake Cebu. I even wore the traditional costume when I went there. Oh, and then, yeah, we have all. And of course, we have the manager, talent manager, Mark Namoro, my good friend. You know how I met Mark?
I can't imagine.
Same class. No, we were having FDA. No, we were classmates at FDA for licensing for trading.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, can I just read their mission and vision? Why is there a Mr. Earth? If there is Miss Philippines or Miss Earth, now
There's Miss Universe, there's Miss World, there's there's Miss Everything. So
now they also have Mr.
Now we have a Mr.
So and their vision is for Mr. Earth pageant is it takes the voice out and lead in action of young men, good-looking men, with their community and its people as well as in the country. And their mission is to provide an edutainment to community and to the people through holistic approach on pageantry with appreciation of different discipline of culture and arts. That's good. As well as promoting and implementing the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So it is important. We must have Mr. Earth.
Yes, I think the sustainable development goals is what the big issue is, you know, because when you think of pageants, what do you think of, Marlyn? I think of women in bikinis walking down the runway.
I heard, I thought they would be wearing bikinis too.
Yes, I thought they were, you know, I thought you told me they were going to be wearing bikinis today, but it's not the case. But that's generally what I think of. But this is more than just that. This is, you know, these guys are, from what I understand, they, you know, they're really promoting the interest in the Earth itself. So that's why it's called Mr. Earth. That it's not just a bunch of good-looking guys, but they, you know, they have an advocacy that they're promoting.
Well, at least they're not promoting their abs. They're going to be promoting their advocacies.
That-
I was looking at abs a while ago and big muscles.
Yeah.
I think we only have 1 or 2 or 3 here.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So it's really a legit advocacy to promote a better Earth, a Greenpeace Earth, or not promoting the abs.
Yeah,
You know,
it's not
for
just
the Mr.
abs.
Universe,
Yes, I
always
know.
the muscles and the abs.
Well, we were talking about that before. That usually when you think of Mr. something, it's big muscle guys that like come out and they have oil all over their body and they have lights on and they flex their muscles. And this is not that. Although most of these guys are quite well fit, I must say.
Well, during the pageant, will you be oiling your body in your bikini, in your, how do you call that? Swimming trunks?
No.
Good. Just be a plain body.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will they put makeup on it to promote a little bit some abs?
What was that? What was that movie?
You can, because
Yes, I know. I've seen
I'm a
the movie.
film makeup artist, and I can do abs even if you don't have abs.
All right,
You just
so
have to draw some.
We'll everybody get Marlyn's number here, and she'll paint some abs on you if
But
you need.
before that, can we invite them, for those who are tuned right now at 810 a.m., to be tuned in there, or tell your family to look at the beautiful boys I have in our station today. Go log on at www.facebook.com/DZRJ RPM with Marlyn Kragh, or just go on /DZRJ 810 a.m. live. Because I don't know whether did they use my Facebook, or is that the Facebook of RJ? My Facebook? RJ.
RJ.
DZRJ. So
Okay.
go Facebook/DZRJ, go press that live. Anyway, can I take the opportunity to thank for a beautiful family day at De La Salle University last Saturday. It was a real bravo thing. And I'd like to thank again our famous, the one and only legend, Ramon Jacinto RJ, who rocked the LSU.
He did rock the LSU, I have to say. It was amazing. You should thank me too, because I sat through that whole thing.
Yes.
So anyway,
and thank you for being there, and thank you for all my colleagues in the committee, especially Miss Isa Mathay, who was the overall chairman of the whole thing. She made it like a professional. It was her first time to do an event.
It was
At
very
DLSU.
professionally done, and it's great promoting young talent. Especially there was some really talented people. The boy band that sang at one time was an extremely talented group, and it's great that they're promoting music and they're trying to get college students up on the stage and get them showing their talent.
Anyway, anybody who would be curious and wants to know who these guys are, you can call on 895-4460, join our discussion, or 897-8374. What have you prepared for us today?
Well, I had no idea we were going to have so many young guys here. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of...
I said Mr., not Miss. Okay?
Miss, yes. I was...
you were thinking it was Miss?
I was going to say, there's going to be a lot of very good-looking women here, but actually I'm very happy that we have all these great guys here, especially after we've sat down and talked about the advocacy which is going on here. We're going to talk about that even more because that's very important. Now, we have, there's a lot of things going on in the Philippines now. And by the way, we talk a little bit about what's going on in here. And it's a big day. And why is it such a big day, Marlyn?
It's because it's EDSA Day.
It's EDSA Day.
February 25, the day when the whole Filipino felt that patriotism, that they wanted a change.
Yes.
That they wanted to get rid of corruption.
They did want to get rid of corruption.
And that's why Luneta, the Pro Duterte, will also do their rally there because they want to maintain the anti-corruption.
Yes. Very well done. Because it's been an incredibly interesting couple of days. Not just the fact that it is EDSA Day, but
Dilemma?
if you have been under a rock or been in a coma over the last couple of days and you've just woken up, it's Senator De Lima has been arrested, which is
Shall I say finally?
we were waiting to see if it was really going to happen, and it has happened, and we had to mention it only because it is absolutely the top story of the last couple of days.
Locally,
if you've been
right.
watching locally. We have spoken about her on this on the program a couple of times, so a lot of our international listeners now know who she is, and they know what the story is going on. And anyway, she has been arrested by the law enforcement agencies, and she's been charged, of course, with receiving money from drug dealers inside the country's prison, which I think we all know it's one of the most ironic cases to come out, that the person that was trying to find out the information and the stuff about the drugs, she herself is being incarcerated now for involvement in the drug problem.
Yeah, but she said she's not guilty.
She does say she's not guilty. She said that many times.
Yes.
In fact, she was given a chance to possibly leave the country, and people are offering her asylum, and she says, "Nope, I want to stay here, and I want to fight."
Well, there'll be nobody who will take her for asylum, I think. Just joking. That was just my personal opinion. Okay, what's the international hot trending news?
Well, Jesus Christ. There's just so incredibly much news that's going on. But, of course, Donald Trump, who will not stay out of the news. We've talked to him about possibility about staying out of the news, but he won't stay out of the news. So what's interesting, there's just so much onslaught of things that have been coming out of the United States lately. But Trump made an interesting comment this week, which I thought, I was looking through all the stories because we have so many stories. But since we have Mr. Earth here, I thought I would talk about things that were related to the Earth. Donald Trump, and I don't know if all you guys know who he is. He is the President of the United States. How could anybody not know? Anyway,
President of McDonald's.
He said it would be wonderful this week if no nation had nuclear weapons. However, if you're going to have nuclear weapons, the United States is going to have the most.
biggest.
The biggest is we have fallen behind in our nuclear weapon count. And he wants to have as much as Russia does. Now, it turns out that Russia has 7,000 warheads or ready-to-go nuclear weapons, and the United States only has 6,800.
Oh.
I don't know how many you need. Actually, I do know how many you need. I actually did a little bit of study on this.
But America has planted somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
Some
the ones
other
that we
countries.
say we have. But, of course, Trump was saying, well, you don't understand that we really don't want nuclear weapons in the world. But if we got to have them, we have to have a lot of weapons. And I thought to myself, well, how many weapons do you really need? And how many weapons do you need to blow up the entire world? And that's what a lot of the critics are saying, how many weapons do we need? And actually, I found out, and we don't have enough to blow up the world. Everybody thought that we had enough to blow up the world. It would take 40,000 trillion megatons to blow up the world. If you take all the land mass and you add it all together and you think of how much that a thing, we really don't have enough to blow up the world. Although we do have enough weapons to kill everybody. So I don't know what this is. So it would take some time, but I found out that if you had 16,000 of these things called Tsar bombas, which are the largest nuclear weapon. It's a 50-ton, megaton weapon, and Russia has them, and the United States have them. The Russians developed it, and it is a...
China don't have?
China doesn't seem, as far as we know, China and the Philippines doesn't have one. Thank goodness we don't have one here. But it's a 50 megaton, which is about 1,570 times the energy that destroyed Hiroshima. So it's
wow.
a big, it's
70 times?
It's 1,570 times what a Hiroshima bomb was. That's just one of them. But we don't have enough of those to completely destroy everything.
That's a good news.
But we're trying to figure out a way to make it a good news. But anyway, so seeing that we're here, we're talking about the Earth today. I mean, this is the last thing that we need. I think is more.
They want to destroy it with those nuclear powers, and we are here trying to save it, Mr. Earth. Philippines trying to save the world, the Earth.
So I'm taking it. I'm taking it now. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. What is your name again?
Paulo.
I'm John Paulo.
John Paulo. So what do you think of Donald Trump now? He's talking about, well, if we're not going to, we need to have more nuclear weapons so we can have more than they do. Now, of course, once he gets 7,001 nuclear weapons, then the Russians are going to go, oh, no. We got to have more than that. And so they're going to kind of up the ante a little bit. But I think this is something probably that the Earth doesn't need.
Is that, are you referring with the weapons of the Philippines, or are you referring with the weapons of the United States?
No, the Philippines, I don't believe, has any nuclear weapons right now.
Yes, we have insufficient weapons for that.
However, the Philippines is situated right in the middle of all the stuff that's going on right now between China and the United States. And that's another issue that came up this week, is that the United States has said again that it has moved in a whole group of ships into the South China Sea. And China said, you really shouldn't be doing that. And then the United States says, well, we have the right to do that. And so China moved in some of, it's been flying missions over top of the South China Sea, which has made things a little dicey between the two. So this is one of the things, another issue within the Earth, especially coming off the coast of the Philippines, that we want to make sure, we don't want the Philippines to get too involved in this kind of thing.
Okay, in my own opinion, actually, we don't need to provide more or sufficient weapons on different countries, since that we should promote love on each other and respect for those beliefs and cultures that we have in many different countries. Because actually, if we understand on each other, we can achieve peace. Well, actually, the purpose of that weapons is to be ready for what may arise. But I guess we can stop it.
Yeah, we should be pro-life.
Yes.
In other words, and pro-Earth.
Because actually, we have different diversity.
I think this whole thing of like, let's promote love. Let me bring out the hippie side of me here. Let's promote love and everything. But it's true. Right now we're in a really odd time, and it's a good time to, I think, try and promote the Earth and the values and things that go along with that. Because here in the United States right now, everybody's talking war and how many bombs we have, and then China's getting mad, and now Russia's involved in all this. And so
we should teach the Russians and the Chinese to be more in love. Have you noticed when you're in love, you want peace? I mean, and you want to save.
It depends
Don't
on who I'm
want
in love with.
Yeah, you don't want anything to happen to that loved ones or loved one,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So I think love is really has to be promoted because
Yes.
when they know how to love, truly love, they wouldn't want anything to happen to their children, to their loved ones, and they wouldn't want these things to destroy the world, would you?
Yeah, I mean, why do we really need this? We need this to defend ourselves. Defend ourselves from what? From the only other people that have that that amount of weaponry. And this is one of the issues that keeps coming up over and over. And now that we have someone like Donald Trump in the American White House, who is really advocating
Pro-life and pro-peace.
let's see what he's going to end up doing in the end.
Yeah. Anyway, so what do you think our Earth, Mr. Earth, can do?
Okay.
Well, I guess right now, as far as is Mr. Earth, they were showing me this sustainable development goals that they have, and there's a whole list of them, and they're everything you could think of that you would need to do that's good.
Yeah, but that's feasible. So let's start with Mr. Bayawang.
Yes po.
Bayawan
Yeah.
Renier.
Yes po.
So what's the thing that you can do to sustain green peace or a better Earth?
Well, for me, the first thing that I have to do is, of course, educate myself because it's really the most powerful one. And once you educate yourself, you keep you inspire the people. And by inspiring the people, you educate the kids. And by educating the kids, they'll know, they'll grow. And I think that will be the most significant change. I see in the future that the kids are the most significant that could make a difference in this country and even in the whole world in general.
So education and awareness for
That
you,
is correct.
Mr.
Yep.
Bayawan.
Yeah.
All right, that's from Rainier. How about you, Paulo, Jean Paulo? From
Well,
Rojas City.
Yes.
So-
Well, of course, being part of this organization, I really wanted to be involved with our government sectors in order to propose one of my advocacy, and that's going to be enterprise development. Because if you're going to preserve our Mother Earth, it's not all about the people. It is all about the Earth that we are living for. Because at the end of the day, the Earth doesn't need the people. The people needs the Earth.
So you want to be an enterprising person by
yes,
what?
because
How?
actually, it's obviously happening that all the calamities arise because of us, consumer, because we cannot discipline ourselves, and are we going to practice proper disposal with solid waste management?
Solid
Yes.
management. Yeah, and
So it started-
you need an enterprising person to bring in the technology.
Well, that's true, and you need somebody to voice this opinion.
But have you researched?
Yes.
And have we enough?
I've been conducting some seminars with those businesses, vendors.
And have we enough of those recyclable machines and how to dispose
You wanna
properly
wait-
those waste, especially the medical?
Yeah, we
waste.
have different cooperatives that can cater in that matter. So we should be connected with them, because if we have connection on it, it's going to be easy for us to.
And do you know where they put those waste? Because I still see them by the sea.
Yeah, does
Floating.
Philippines have a garbage issue? I mean, is there a big garbage issue here?
Very big issue.
Very big issue. Okay.
We don't have a
Especially here in
spot
Metro Manila.
to throw it.
Yeah, we have. I know where they're throwing it. I think it's my neighborhood where
sea.
I live. Yeah, it's
By
over there,
Manila.
over there near the U.S. embassies where it all seems to be going.
Okay.
What right now? Just really quick. What do they have a solution? Do they have a solution? Have you been promoting any of these solutions that they
We have lots of solution that we can put on it. All we need to do is just to be supported by the government.
Oh,
Okay.
so have you talked to which government will support you?
Well, of course, I will start it with my hometown, Rojas City, Capiz. And
Yes.
if I have a chance to win the crown, of course, I will do it nationally.
Wow.
That's how to do it.
Okay.
Start it in your own neighborhood
Yeah.
and go from
Be
there.
Mr. Beautiful, and then you can have it. That's what I told my daughter. I said, you know, honey, after you become a doctor, why don't you join the Miss Philippines and Miss Universe, and the world will be open. You can have it all.
After you make enough money that I don't
And
have to
all
work
the
again.
advocacy.
Yes, then you
No,
can
no,
go be
no. Because his advocacy is to make an association of all good doctors and clinic to be provided for the poor.
All right, that's very good.
And it takes money, right?
Oh,
So I
yeah.
said, if you win the Miss Universe and you become beautiful, it will be easy to get sponsors, right?
Yes.
So for your advocacy, that's the reason why you're joining, so your voice can be heard, right?
That is right.
All right, so can we hear from Pickett? So what thing could you do? What's your goal if you win the Mr. Earth? What can you do to help the Philippines?
I'm going to help the Philippines.
Oh, we start with Pickett first. What can you do in Pickett, Cotabato?
I'm going to implement my project 3G, the Go Green, Grow Healthy, and Grow Philippines. It's all about.
I thought the 3G like the one in Globe. 3G. You see yourself. You are now on 3G, not on Wi-Fi. So
I
grow
thought I was
green.
on the third. I thought I was on the third floor. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Grow green,
Grow Healthy
grow healthy,
and Glow Philippines.
and glow. Glow, as in glowing. Wow, it's like a star. Okay, like Venus. Okay, and then how you gonna do that?
It's all about disseminating information about environmental issues. Create little by little changes. There
Like
are-
put awareness.
yes.
How?
And to attend seminars, go to school,
Yes.
to teach our beloved young generation how to
Take care of
discipline or take their Mother Earth and to save the Mother Earth.
Yeah, because if we don't save this earth, there's no other earth for us.
Actually, that's not exactly true, and we'll go up to
Why?
this story a little later. That scientists may have
They
found
found.
7 planets about 40 light years away. But anyway, we'll go on to that later.
Yes.
But anyway, it's a
But that will only the selected ones can go there.
only select yes.
Thank you, Mr. Pickett. That's Arnold from Cotabato, Pickett, Cotabato. Okay, Mr. Cabacan, Municipality of Cabacan. Where's Cabacan again? Oh, there's so many Cotabatos dito. So, Cabacan, Cotabato also. So, how can you save the earth?
Save the Earth is not all about.
Or save Cabacan
Save
first and
Cabacan
then
first.
Philippines?
Well, the first problem is that Cabacan River banks. So I will promote or to implement a tree bamboo growing beside Cabacan River bank, since the Cabacan River is the one of the needs of the agricultures.
Yeah. So,
Agricultures or farmers.
That's where you get the watering for your agriculture.
Yes, actually.
So you want bamboo trees to be planted there. Yeah, I can refer you to one of my former co-hosts, Mr. Conrado Pereras. He's the president and advocate for Philippine bamboos. So when you win, you get in touch with me. I'll let you get in touch with that bamboo advocacy of you. That's a good one because it will hold prevent the erosion of the soil.
About the fresh air.
And then fresher air, right? Greener.
Very good, very good.
That's good. Okay. And how come you don't have, just borrow one from somebody? Where's your, and you are from?
From Municipality of Calibo.
Oh, you don't have the Calibo sash. John from Calibo. Oh, that's near Boracay. So how are you gonna save Calibo?
I said my Save Calibo is one of my advocacy is to promote the environment friendly producing avocados.
So you have many abaca in Calibo? So make use of the produce or the products from abaca.
That is
Like what?
products.
So you will promote it.
Yes, ma'am. Want to promote the
So and the abaca fibers, so you can make out of it are barongs. What else?
And
also decorative materials, ma'am.
Decorative materials,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
also for indoor
Yes, ma'am.
decoration, or right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. So you want to promote and start there, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
the rest you'll make use. You have to research the whole Philippines for all the good products that
For-
we must make use of. Thank you, Mr. Calibo, John, and from Las Piñas City. Las Piñas City is Jonathan.
Tampanada po. Ambassador Las Piñas.
Yes. So what can you do for Las Piñas?
Okay. Kasi is to promote the project. It's a clean and green project in our Las Piñas city, where to promote the proper segregation of waste and also by using eco bags, the green eco.
Oh, so we have to make sure that everybody holds an eco bag
Yes.
in Las Piñas.
Yes.
And how's the river there, or the lake, is it a canal? How is it? Is it clean?
No.
I think you should ask every Las Piñas people to give 1 peso in a can to clean it, just like the clean act that what's her name, Miss Lopez, Gina Lopez did for the
Oh, yeah.
Pasig River. I think that's one thing you should take care of, and when you win. All right, so Mr. Digos City from Davao del Sur. What can you do for Digos? Are you having floods there? No? Okay, thank goodness. Do you have a lot of kaingin system? That means, are you cutting trees still or not allowed anymore? Yeah, I'm sure the Duterte doesn't allow that anymore, right? So what can you do for Digos?
So since the common problem of Digos is about basura, so I want to implement the proper waste disposal, which is nandun yung biodegradable and biodegradable at syempre yung recyclable po. So in recyclable, so nandun yung example is plastic bottle. So yung mga plastic bottle is gagawing panibagong product para ibenta. Tapos yung pera lamang po is i-donate po doon sa mga charity.
Oh, so wala kayong proper disposal doon?
Some of part of Digos barangay is merong proper waste disposal, sa iba din po is wala.
Yeah, I think, you know what I did in the province, and when I was the first one that had a house in one of the farms? There, I made a big hole, and I put all the biodegradables there, and all the plastics, then the city, how do you call this? Trash car will come and pick it up. So I think that's what you should do to segregate.
Yes.
At least it doesn't stink. The non-biodegradable doesn't smell, right? So yung biodegradable, yung mga kinainan, the dirty stuffs, and the one that stinks, you can bury it already in your own yard, right? So your barangay should start making a big pit where you throw all your biodegradable. Maybe it starts small, and then when that's filled up, then you close it again and then open a new one. Right? That's one thing, I mean, something that's visible,
Yeah.
right? And then teach everybody to segregate, yeah, plastics to the non-plastics. Thank you, Mr. Digos. So, Mr. Davao City, from where President Duterte comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. Does he know you're here? Okay, that's Ronan from Davao City. So what can you do for Davao aside from the heavy traffic there?
My advocacy is save Earth, save life. So we need to save Earth to save life, the people. So ang gusto ko pong gagawin is there's a lot of tribe that are coming from Davao. So from Bukid po, pupunta po sila ng city. So pumupunta po sila doon kasi po siguro nga mas more opportunity sa city. So ang ginagawa po nila is humihingi ng pera. So, hindi po nila alam ang ano po yung mga rules and regulation ng Davao City. So we need so as an ambassador of Davao City, hindi po natin sila kailangan paalisin. So ang as ambassador of Davao City, I need to educate them on how to
Do proper disposal?
Yes po.
And
Isa
proper
po yan.
hygiene?
Yes po.
Sanitation?
Kasi nga po, I visit once in Badyaw community. So they are live
Badyaw?
in yes po, Badyaw community. They live
By
beside
the
the ocean.
swamp, by the water, right?
Yes po. And sa ilalim po ng bahay nila, may marami pong basura.
And
So
that's what they pee, they poo, they
yes
do.
po. And they
Just like in my
don't-
house.
You like in your house? Yeah, I think what they should do, there should be a special hotel for the indigenous,
Well, okay.
right? No, a place where they could stay and they're being taught already.
Yes, but I don't think so. Because
Well,
That's a-
marami po kasi sila.
the tricky question.
I was gonna say,
And then ask
let's
President
bring
Duterte.
down the people of the indigenous people and make them stay in their own hotel.
No, make a nice, because some of them want to come and feel the city, and then at the end they wouldn't want, they want to go back. But just to have the feel for the city, but they're being taught how to live in the city. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right, okay.
I wish I'll
can
be
feel you.
Mrs. Earth.
Yeah.
That will be my advocacy.
Ayun, okay.
Thank you, Davao. So yun pala mga badyaw. So you wanna teach them how to do proper disposal of things. Because yung sanitation practices nila hindi maganda.
Hindi po, hindi po.
Oh, sa konti na lang yan. Pwede ka na magsalita. You have to go to their tribe
Yes.
and talk to them.
President Duterte love the tribe of Davao City.
He does?
Yes, he love.
Yeah. I hope I'll come to love them too. I see them on the streets too.
Oh, yeah.
So, thank you, Mr. Davao
Thank you po.
City. That was Ronan. And, oh, I love Lake Cebu. You know, that's where you find the, what? The zip line?
Yes, of course, ma'am. The zip line from the mountains to the rivers.
Yes. And those beautiful 7 lakes.
Yes.
I've been there.
Really? Have you done the zip line?
Have you seen the picture? No, it was my daughter.
Okay. Yeah, just, I'd like to see
I've
that.
been there. Because I'll be alone there. And then my daughter and her friend was the one doing both at the same time. And if I would join, there was none for me. So I said, no,
So
we're
you're
not
break
going to do.
break the line there. Okay.
Right. So, yeah, Lake Cebu is so beautiful. It's well kept. And I hope you keep it that way. Don't build big stony hotels or anything. If ever you want to build some hotels, should be made of those bamboos or native materials again, huh? Make sure. And you tell your barangay captain, it's beautiful. Have you been there?
No.
You should go there.
No, I haven't been there.
I'm trying to go there, sir. It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
It sounds
It's
fabulous. I've heard about it. I've heard a lot about it. I've read about it and so forth. It's, you know, I've been all around the Philippines and there's some few places I still have yet to go, and that one's on my list.
Yeah. Do you know when in my Facebook I have that beautiful cultural dress, red with all the thing, and I have all the lakes behind me.
Do you mean if
That
I
was Lake Cebu.
studied all your photos on your Facebook, Marlyn? Okay.
I'll forward it to you.
Okay,
Thank
you
you, Mr. Lake Cebu. Yeah, that's still part of Jensen or Davao?
South Cotabato.
That's Cotabato. You mean I've been in Cotabato already? Lake Cebu. That was part of Cotabato already? Wow.
Part of South Cotabato.
So
It's a very peaceful place.
yes.
It's very peaceful.
Okay.
And there's still a lot of indigenous people there.
Okay.
And I hope they keep it that way.
Ah,
Right? Make sure you keep it that way. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Right? You told me only 5. So now you got all the, we call it the beauties,
yeah.
male beauties.
We kept thinking, oh, we got 5 people. How are we going to fit them in the booth? Well, we got all 9 in the booth here with us, so it's
Well,
it's
this
great.
is not the first time. I did the 7 the last
Oh,
time.
okay. But anyway, this is a great thing. Now they have a big event coming up on April 23rd, and
My birthday.
It's your birthday. All right, so we're going to have a couple things to
Celebrate.
celebrate on that day. But that the April 23rd is what I believe I understand is the finals of Mr. Earth. And anybody, can we just quickly discuss what exactly happens on the finals? What do you guys do on the finals? Is it like a big pageant like I see
Are they
this
going to
on
wear
television?
the beautiful?
Marlyn is really interested if you're going to wear a bathing suit and oil your bodies up and walk across the
And
stage.
the long gown.
Are you going to wear? Yes. If you're going to wear, I don't think it's that kind of competition. Now, just to say, from me, but from going around a lot, and I lived in Cebu for a little while, that there are lots of men pageants in Cebu. However, they do wear beautiful gowns and kind of
that's
women's bikinis. It's a different kind of pageant altogether.
I've been there.
This is not that. This is
Okay.
more of a serious thing, which really pushes the advocacy. So what exactly goes on at the April 23rd event?
Well, of course, before that time come in, we need to go first with a free pageant and, of course, the presentation of our leadership action plan that need to be conducted in March.
And how do you do that?
We're going to present in front of juries.
Oh, really?
So that's going to be
Oh, see all those things, huh?
that's going to be our time to defend ourselves and to defend our advocacy and how we're going to do it.
Yes.
Do you have
Some-
talent? Do you have talent competition too?
Actually, the first batch did it.
We
We're
did.
finished.
You
already done.
did the talent competition.
What, like you sang or you dance or you walk
Everything.
on?
Everything
You
was
eat.
there.
But of course, we
You
we
eat
did our
fire?
talent.
How many
Not
hot dogs?
hazardous,
I can eat
not
50 hot dogs.
hazard.
But that's
So you sang and danced.
Yeah.
Was that the competition? Just like the Miss Universe and Miss Philippines, right?
It was
Yeah.
2 months
Like a
ago.
talent.
Yeah, it was 2 months ago.
Nobody did the how
Not
do you call that?
hazardous.
How do you call that thing that it's not the monologue, the other one,
Declamation.
not declamation, the other one,
Public speaking.
the pros.
acting.
No,
Any-
anyway, it will come later.
Anyway, what exact? So what's going to happen on the 23rd? So if the audience comes in to the 23rd, what will happen up on stage?
Well, actually, on the finals, it's going to be fixed that they're going to select the top 8, and that top 8 will fight on each other, and who's going to be the winner?
So there'll be the finalist, the top 8.
The top 8, and mostly that will be question and answer, or is there going to be a
Yes, yes. Because
So-
actually, all of us would have a question and answer in our pre-pageant.
But at the moment, how many contestants, Mark?
30 plus.
30. Did you bring the top 8 here?
Are these your top 8?
Are-
They're not bad. They're not bad
Am
for
I
top
gonna
8.
find the top 8 in this group? Why you're smiling, Mark? Not yet.
But those top 8 that they have, how will they pick the winner? Is it based on a question and answer?
Based on the performance and the personage of the leadership action plan that they prepared, and of course, on pre-pageant.
So are you all students or already working?
And most of us are
Working.
employed.
Self-employed?
Employed.
Are you already employed?
Yes, I'm
and are
I'm
you-
employed as well.
You are employed? Studying where? Oh yeah, in Cotabato, of course. And Lake Cebu, are you a student? Galing mo, no? Employed. The microphone is for speaking. Okay. Employee? Ka din. Where? Higher.
In Tacarong City.
Yan, ganda ng boses mo, ano? Pag yung tataas na yung kanta mo, binababa nila yan. Diba? But if your voice is nice, make it close. Because ours is not that sensitive like me now. I'm far away. People are not listening to me. Okay. So what was your question again?
I don't even remember what my question was before, but
A
let's see what I
student. Are you a
was.
student?
I am a fresh graduate.
From?
From Davao. From St. Joseph Technical Academy of Davao.
Okay. I think you better put your name and where you're from. Let's start from Lake Cebu. Name and where you're from.
I'm Ariel A. Pama from Lake Cebu, South Cotabato.
And you are an employee of?
RRJ Tacarong City. And
Wow.
graduated from Sultan Kudarat State University as Hotel and Restaurant Management.
Wow. So are you doing your hotel management or not?
As I'm doing, but for now I'm doing this pageant to promote my advocacy.
Okay, that's good.
My name is Ronan Mindones Sabuabo, 20 years old. I am the ambassador of Davao City, and I am a fresh graduate of St. Joseph Technical Academy of Davao, taking of Hotel and Restaurant Management.
All right. Tip ko lang sa inyo, ha? I give you a tip. Say, I'm Ronan. Yung mga, don't say, I'm Ronan. You're the judge will not be able to hear you.
Okay.
So, from now on, you speak very slowly, but not so slowly that I fall asleep. All right? And don't
hang on a
eat
minute.
your words. It has to be pronounced well, especially your name and where you're from, and especially your advocacy.
In a minute, Marlyn's going to show you how to walk.
Yeah.
And she's going to show you how to dress and work the stage. She's going to show you how to work the stage.
I'll
I'm
give you the
Janiel.
walk of a winner.
I'm
Yes,
Janiel
Mr.
Labadia, 20 years of age, all the way from Digo City, and currently working as a professional medical representative at Mega Life Sciences Department.
Wow. What's medical representatives? Like a detail man? Drug detail man? Or what is what kind of job is that? See, that little question you cannot answer.
Promoting a medicine to a doctor.
Okay, good. Parang detail man, right? Drug detail man, where you go to doctors and sell the drugs. Okay. But
This is
you
your
better-
life coach. Your life coach, Marlyn Kragh.
But don't
She's also
believe
a-
all what the manufacturers of drugs tell you to say that they are good. You do your own research. Thank you, Mr. Digos. Yes.
I'm Jonathan Edwards Parnada. I'm Mr. Earth Ambassador, Las Piñas City. And I'm a graduate of Instrumentation and Control Engineering, and I'm also a self-employed.
Self-employed doing what?
I'm in the field of engineer. I'm in the field of sales and supervisory.
What do you sell?
Products related in engineering.
Like?
I love this answer.
Like, you know?
You're good at working around the road without actually having to say anything. You know, keep going.
Give
Let's see if we
your,
can get it- if we can
no,
get the
this
answer
is
out.
already a practice for you guys. So when somebody asks you, you have to put your words together, who you are, what you do, and what you do should not be general. You should say, like, I sell equipment like blah, blah, blah. I
Okay.
know. What do you sell?
We sell the PLC, the programmable logic controller. We're in the pneumatics.
Again.
Go ahead.
We sell programmable logic controller,
Go ahead, keep talking. Go ahead.
and
There you go.
in
If
the
that doesn't work, you're going to sit on my lap.
in the field of pneumatics.
What's that?
My course is instrumentation and control, wherein the combination of
Automation.
mechatronics, and robotics.
Megatronics and robotics. So anything to make things automatic, right?
Yeah,
And
innovation.
robotics. Okay. Do you have any problem? Yay, yay, yay.
We're having some technical issues with the mic here. I
Okay.
think we're okay.
So next is
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is John.
Mr. Earth Ambassador of Municipality of Kalibua.
Oy, Kalibo, halika rito. Come sit next to me while they fix the microphone. Okay. So Mr. Kalibo here, your full name? Come sit down.
Check.
I don't eat.
Try this.
I don't bite.
Good afternoon. My name is John Winston Isidro.
Right.
Closer.
Good afternoon. My name is John Winston Isidro, Mr. Earth Ambassador of Municipality of Kalibo, Aklan. I'm 22 years old and I am a Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation. But I'm currently working here at Max's Restaurant. Sir.
Wow, we need you for
Wow, Max is ready.
and Boracay for your marine engineering. How to save the environment of Boracay and Kalibo and Katiklan. Don't work in Max. Why?
Although we like Max and we love that chicken dinner.
I love.
I got some good chicken at Max, but anyway.
Yeah, well, it's owned by my friend, by the way. So you work there. You don't want to be a marine engineer. You'd rather.
I want
Sell
ma'am
chicken.
while waiting for my onboard honors, ma'am.
License.
Yes, ma'am,
That's
for
a
license.
good guy.
Yes,
Oh, okay. All
While
right.
waiting,
Yes, ma'am.
he will serve some.
That's good. That's good to have a little
beautiful
job, have a job working at a good a restaurant like Max there. While he's waiting to get his, he's waiting to
Yes,
get his
sir.
Crispy
marine
like in
pilot.
chickens.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So the next one is. Okay. Is that working already? Or not working anymore? And the winner is. So what do you?
Yes, I am Luis Kragh Jr. from Ambassador Municipality of Cabacan, North Cotabato, and I am an hotel and restaurant management graduate in the year 2012 at the University of Southern Mindanao with a master's degree, master's in management major in business administration. Now I am self-employed. We have a boarding house in our hometown.
Also, you're managing your little hotel.
Boarding
I think
house.
It starts with the boarding
Yes.
house, and then soon that will become a mansion.
How I wish.
Yeah, but don't
That's
license
how we
it.
start. Don't say I wish. You must project what you want in life, so it will happen.
Yes,
Don't
actually,
be contented.
it starts with a small business. Then
Yes,
it will be
everything
growing.
will always start
Yes, in a small.
Just don't license it to Donald Trump. That's all. We have enough Donald Trump hotels.
Okay,
in
thank
Manila.
you, Mr. Kabakan. Okay, from Piquet Cotabato.
Good afternoon. I'm Arnold Rejan Provido, 18, from Mindanao, ambassador of Piquet North Cotabato. I'm studying at the Notre Dame of Midsahib College, taking up the BSBA course. I'm second year college now.
Yeah. So you're just depending from mommy and daddy. You have no part-time job, just concentrating on your studies. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
How many? Only one. That's good. Only one. From Cotabato also? Yeah. Okay. So, again,
Yeah.
our Mr. Ross.
I'm John Paulo Agrasada, the ambassador of the seafood capital of the Philippines, Rojas City, Capiz. And I am a graduate of management accounting, and I am now currently employed as a human resource specialist of the medical city in Ortigas. And I am here in Mr. Philippines just to show and shout my battle cry.
Yeah, we should. Thanks, John Paulo. It should be Jean Paul, right?
Yeah, actually it's Han Paulo since that it's Spanish.
Han Paulo.
But I just want to pronounce it English, so it's gonna be John Paulo.
So John. Hi, John. How about Mr. Earth? Bayawan. I wanted to say Bayawak now. Joke.
Yeah, most of my friends call them Bayawak, but no, it's not. But anyway, my name is
Where's that again? Negros
Negros
Occidental.
Oriental.
Ah,
po.
Oriental.
Central Visayas.
Dumaguete man?
Yep.
Okay.
Where is Occidental? Which is the
Occidental
capital?
is it's different, but now they are being combined. So this what you call Negros Island region. Negros Island region, now we called it.
So
It was
Negros
changed.
Occidental Oriental is one now.
Yep.
And where is that a town?
This is a city.
A city.
Where you can find the longest boulevard in the Philippines.
Wow, the longest boulevard.
Yeah. So it's
Wow,
found
we
in
should be
the-
going
You
there.
should visit there. There are a lot of beautiful
Are there a
places
lot of
there.
American sailors there? Line up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna, can I drive really fast? Is there a place in the Philippines that I can drive my car really fast?
So is it beautiful there?
Yeah, it is very beautiful. I mean, if you could discover, I mean, this is a small town or a small city, but
There are beautiful beaches there.
there are a lot of beautiful
White sand beaches
white
there.
sands, and if you want to climb on a mountain, you can do a lot of things
And that
there.
boulevard that you have that's the longest in the Philippines
Yes.
is longer than Rojas Boulevard.
Yes.
Wow.
And even on the game Kanaba before where Chris Aquino was the host, he even or she even mentioned that Bayawan City is where you can find the longest boulevard.
But beautiful boulevard. Planted
Beautiful
with,
boulevard. You can
planted with a lot of coconut trees and trees.
Surrounded by trees, and there if you can.
And then the
Google it.
water.
Yes,
by
very
the-
clean.
It's very clean. You can
Yep.
swim in it.
Yeah.
In the
Actually,
boulevard.
when we go there or when we do vacation, we do swim and
You just go to the boulevard,
Yes.
right?
It's not dirty as what we've
Yeah,
had here because a lot of people are taking
Do
care.
they have some showers there too?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
we
that's
do
good.
have.
So that's a nice one.
So there actually we have promoted clean and green there.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing? Are we going for commercial
No,
or
we're
are we
good. We're
going
good. We can
ask
keep
for
going.
last 5 minutes?
Keep
So,
going. I mean, this is great because it seems like almost the entire Philippines is represented here in the room today. It's all the up and down the northern and the southern parts, especially in
yeah,
in Mindanao.
Southern and Mindanao are
Lot
the
of-
ones,
a lot-
with exception Las Piñas.
So, Marlyn, now when you're going to be a judge at this competition,
Am I? Mark, where are you?
I'd heard rumors that you were going to be a judge.
Yeah, if I'll be the judge, I'll be asking you questions.
Let's we don't have a mic, so I'll talk to the two guys that are here at the mic because we were thinking about what would be some questions in the last 2 minutes that we have here. What would be some questions? The one question that you want to ask, and I actually asked my friends on Facebook,
what
what
did they
questions
say?
would you ask? And they gave me a flurry of questions.
Okay,
that are-
shoot it.
But we have a very short amount of time, so let's just focus on one question here. If you had 30 seconds to talk to President Duterte, what would you say?
Yay. Let's start with John. Paul.
Of course,
Paolo.
since that he's really my idol, so I really wanted to ask help how to eliminate poverty in a country. But of
that's-
course, I just wanna give. I just want to distinguish the importance of the people in the Philippines, since that we are we're suffering of we are under corruption. So that's gonna be
Well, that's
the
already
most.
his advocacy, but what will be your 30 seconds? You know, that's the most important thing. What would you like to tell him?
Well, that's gonna be a hard question for me, but I just wanna.
Oh, you better.
Yeah, I just
I
want
might
to
ask you
him
that question.
What's gonna be? What's gonna be your big
I might
contribution
ask
to
him.
my hometown?
Yes, yes. What can you do for Rojas City? But you
Yeah.
are supposed to tell him what to be done. Sabi mo, sir, these are the problems of our city. What can you do?
Simple
Now,
30-second answer.
Now, yes, that was very good. Now, from the Dumaguete area,
Yeah.
if you had 30 seconds, Duterte's sitting right across the table, which you may get him down here
Yeah.
one day. We'll get him down here one day. 30 seconds, go.
Well, for me, I love Duterte by any chance, and
We all
he's really
love
amazing.
Duterte.
Yes, he do a lot of things, and he fight for corruptions and.
So what
Well,
will-
the question that I have in mind is if with the term that he has right now for 6 years, how do he envision the Philippines after his term? So that's really the main question because, of course, a lot of issues is surrounded by him right
Oh,
now.
he will say, I
Yeah.
could cry. If he will not be the president anymore, he'll say, oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna stay in the presidency. I don't think there's any way that they keep talking about. Oh well, the president. We're gonna
No,
remove
no.
him. But that's never
He
gonna
will
happen.
finish his 6 years.
Yeah.
That we know.
Yes.
Because Donald Trump and Putin promised me. He told me that joke. He messaged me. That's just joking, teasing. All right, how many?
Okay, I think we're getting near the end, but I just have to say I'd like to thank everybody for being here. This was a great afternoon. I've been it's amazing at this. I had no idea that this competition existed, and I think it's one of those things. It's just great to hear that there's so many young Filipinos that have advocacies. They're not just out trying
Yes.
to make money or whatever. They're actually thinking about the future of the Philippines.
Yeah, not only abs advocacy.
Yeah, the abs advocacy, which is something that I'm slightly missing, but it's great that I see, because these are going to be the guys that are going to grow up in this country, and we're going to need people that are looking out for our earth.
Okay, so we have to advertise now.
Go do
We
your
have no more
advertisement.
time, so we invite everyone to help Mr. Earth be successful. You're all invited to come and watch on April 23, the Grand Coronation Night at Tanghalang Pasigueño, 6 p.m., April 23, 2017. If you don't know that, that's going to be a Sunday. All right, so we'll see you there. And you better prepare that question, because I might ask you when you meet Duterte and you have the 30 seconds, what will you ask him? All
Is
right.
it okay to take this chance to promote? Okay.
No,
You got 5 seconds. Go.
Second. Okay. Just keep updated with our Facebook account, and if for the ticket reservation, just message Mr. Earth Philippines Facebook page. Thank you.
That was
All
great.
right,
That was great.
thank you, Mr. Earth Philippines, and it's going to be international too soon.
International too, coming soon.
After the national competition, Mr. Earth. Thank you for tuning in, Philippines. This is Revolutions Per Minute that you've been tuning right now. This is Marlyn Kragh.
And Eric LeCain.
And hope to hear from you again next Saturday. And stay tuned for the next show.
See you next week. You have been listening to Revolutions Per Minute with Marlyn Kragh and Eric LeCain. Revolutions Per Minute is an exclusive presentation of DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessarily those of the station.
On the Raja Broadcasting Network, this is DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines. Broadcasting nationwide on 50,000 watts. Real-time news.